last New Mexico game, you said that was one of your worst games of the season or something.
Yeah.
And obviously that motivated you a little bit. The 7 turnovers and stuff, when you look back at that game, just how much is that not you, and how eager are you tomorrow night to kind of, show New Mexico, your overall game?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously definitely hard to win when you're turning the ball over so much. Not just me, but the whole team. But it starts with me because I'm the one handling the ball. So it's definitely something on my mind, just take care of the ball and make the right plays. But also, I mean, not going afraid to, just play my game and making plays for my teammates. You can't go out with the mentality of, trying to just be too conservative. But definitely it's a big emphasis on taking care of the ball a little bit more.
The 29 fast break points they had, I know some of that on the road won't be the same with the crowd and stuff, but just some of those turnovers where it was just leading like dunks and stuff.
Yeah.
How important is it to not give up, some of those easy baskets?
It's super important. They're like, I think, probably the best team in the conference in fast break points, and we really got to do a better job of showing body, especially to Donovan Den on the fast break. And it also starts with offensive rebound, and that's key in slowing down their fast break. The more offensive boards we can get, the more we're slowing them down. So
I was asking Leon about the physicality in that last game. You said you guys have kind of different physicalities where your guys might be more at the reboundings. Theirs are more going for the shots. How do you guys have to adjust in games like those?
Yeah, I think the San Diego State game is somewhat of a good preparation for it because they're very similar in the sense that they kind of go after the ball a lot. They collapse a lot in the paint when somebody drives. So, just making the right plays and get into the paint, get into 2 feet, kicking it out, and making some 3-point shots.
I asked Leon about turnovers from shot clock violations.
Yeah.
How do you feel about? He was saying, if it's late in the shot clock, he doesn't want to just toss up a shot or throw the ball away. How do you feel about that? Would you rather try and make something happen or avoid the fast break points?
Yeah, I mean, especially the last game, I take full accountability for it because I feel like there was a couple times where the ball was in my hands with 4 seconds left, and I passed it up and put my teammates in bad situations like RJ and freshman Peanut. So I think in those situations, I just gotta make something happen and take the shot because it's obviously better than a turnover because we can get a rebound. So just got to be more aware of the shot clock in those situations and understanding the position that we're in and just trying to make something happen in those last few seconds.
What is the most difficult thing that New Mexico and San Diego State seem like they're very good at trapping out where some of the other teams don't do it as much? Obviously, it looks like you have to spend a lot more energy trying to protect the ball and everything. So, biggest difference playing against teams you really like
Yeah.
go after the ball.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, they're like very physical, both those teams. They always have somebody pressing you full court the whole time, trying to make your life complicated, denying and stuff like that. And then, I mean, they're very similar because they just swarm to the ball. I feel like as soon as you drive and turn your back to the defense, somebody's coming from behind. So we just got to really be aware of that. We worked on it against San Diego State, and I think the beginning of the game we did a solid job, and then we kind of shied away from it. So, I think we can definitely manage it, but it's just with time we'll get better.
Where do you need to see this offense take a step, especially coming out of that San Diego State game, in order to get better?
Yeah, I mean, me and Coach Rice were talking about it. With teams like that, it's pretty hard to score in the paint because, like I said, it's just 5 guys going after the ball. And with guys like Wath or, Nelly Jr. Joseph, who are really physical guys that can really block shots, you really just got to draw the attention of the defense and then kick it out and make those 3-point shots. So we just got to do a better job of that and shooting the ball.
When you look at that last New Mexico game and kind of the start they got off to, what's kind of the key to stopping that and, making sure they don't get off that fast start?
Yeah, well, first of all, it's the same things you guys have mentioned already, just taking care of the ball, making sure they don't score in the fast break because that's really where they thrive. And then I think we're a very different team than the one that played at New Mexico a month ago, a couple weeks ago. I think we're much better defensively. Even the other day against San Diego State, they only scored 63, which isn't horrible. So I think we'll definitely do a better job of that, but it starts with taking care of the ball.
You've obviously been a very positive guy throughout the ups and downs of the season. Obviously,
Mm-hmm.
tough loss the other day. How do you just kind of look at these final 6 games and the mindset of the team right now?
Yeah, I mean, our mindset stays the same. It's one game at a time, and we still think we can go into the tournament with a really good momentum. We got 6 more games, and 3 of those are against the basically top 3 of the table at home. So I mean, we really think we can beat all these teams that are left on our schedule, but it got to start tomorrow.
If you do take it one game at a time, you guys always play hard and physical and fast last all the time anyway, but
Mhm.
at one point, with only 6 games left, is there a sense of urgency that should or needs to kick in?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously a sense of urgency, but at the same time, you don't want to do too much and feel like you have too much pressure on yourself. We've been playing solid. The last game wasn't our best in terms of our offensive performance. It's hard to win when you score 48 points. It's really hard. But overall, I think the team's in a good spot. We're guarding pretty well. We're playing hard, and that's kind of what you have to worry about.
You got the assist record for the single season in the game against San Diego State. What are your thoughts on the season you've had? I mean, to do it with 6 games left is, a pretty good buffer at the end of the season. So
Yeah.
what did it mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, it's a cool accomplishment, but at the end of the day, if we don't win games, it doesn't really matter to me, So we got the chance to change that right now with 6 games left, and that's what we're going to try to do.
You mentioned Dent, just getting a chance to go up against a guy like that. And how difficult is he to stop, and just what are the keys, I guess, and what kind of challenge do you take on up against, a lot of people say the player of the year in the conference?
Yeah, I really enjoy going against guys like that. I take it as a challenge. He's obviously very dynamic on the open court, really, really elite finisher, going left, going right. I think you just got to force him to, take those contested middies. He's been shooting it better from 3 and from mid-range, but if he lives in that mid-range and we're contesting those shots, then we'll live with that.
How encouraging has Peanut been, the times he's come in and given you guys instant offense and, just kind of the guts to take the 3 and then make the 3? It felt like this team kind of needs that. Now, you remember Max, weren't here with him, but remember him. It feels like maybe this team just doesn't have maybe that type of mentality, and maybe Peanut has it. I don't know, just shooting the 3-pointer and what he's brought to the table, being able to make them.
Yeah, I mean, Peanut, I've mentioned it before, he just has a swagger and confidence about him that is very special. And to come into a game like the one at San Diego State, it's packed, the fans are going crazy, and he's just calm and collected, and, he's not shying away from the moment. He's taking the open threes, get into his, his fadeaways and stuff like that. So we definitely need that from him, and we're going to see more of that.
Real quick, what kind of player can Peanut be? I think his first game was also the San Diego State game here.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of showed out, and again he showed out second half. What does that show you about a player, what he can be?
But who are you talking about?
Peanut.
Peanut?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think his first game was UNLV. But yeah, like I said, he's gonna be well, I don't know. Was it UNLV? Yeah, right. I think he's gonna be a tremendous player, man. The fact that he decided to burn his red shirt and just shows how unselfish he is and the type of guy he is. But like I just mentioned, he just has a swagger and confidence that's not normal to see. Very, very talented, and I'm sure he's going to have a very long and successful career here at Boise.
The crowd, you've been on the road, the crowds, you see what these other venues are putting out there. How much do you guys need a big home court these last 3 games?
Yeah, we're desperate for it. We need extra mile to be packed for our fans to come, our students to pack out the student section. It really, really makes a difference. And we probably haven't had people have been coming to games, and we've had a couple big games, but like we've talked about, BJ, it hasn't been the really packed out extra mile arena that I've experienced other times playing here. So we really need the support from fans to keep believing and help us win those 6 big games that we got left.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.